Hi there, it's Chris with Wannabe Honey Farms. And if you like this channel, be sure and subscribe, hit the like button. I just wanted to do kind of a victory lap and do a recap of what happened with when I had a swarm. It's typical Western Washington weather. It's raining outside. I'm underneath the metal roof, so I hope that's not too noisy. But you can see I added some covers on the hives down here. I put some corrugated metal on them with some weight on them to give the bees a little bit drier porch area. But I'm gonna talk about the swarm. When the swarm happened, I got really lucky. Actually, I got lucky twice with this whole process. Or you could say maybe the whole thing was luck from start to finish. But when my swarm started, they did 3 practice swarms, and they came out and they were all over the place. And because the queen wasn't ready to fly yet, I was able to put together a plan to contain it. Plan A was a traditional method where you go in and you locate the queen, put her in another hive, and try to get the rest of the swarm to follow into that hive. That was plan A. I went into the hive like 2 or 3 times. I can't remember because I was just in all panic mode. But I went into the hive at minimum twice. I'm thinking it was 3 times, trying to find the queen. And I think it was just due to my experience level, which is next to nothing. I was unable to locate the queen. And so I had to come up with a plan B. And plan B was suggested to me by a viewer named Toby Brown, and I will forever be grateful to Toby. Toby directed me toward a Taranov split used for when you cannot find the queen. There are other methods for this. One person on YouTube was doing a video on how to shake the bees into another box using a queen excluder to find the queen, but even in the video he couldn't find the queen until he went back and reviewed the video. And so I eliminated that and I went back to the Taranov split. And the Taranov split works by just building a ramp up to within about 4 to 6 inches of the swarming hive with a recovery hive underneath that, with the theory being that the nurse bees, the crawlers, and the queen will come up to the lip of that, form a swarm underneath it, and then go into the box underneath it. The flyers, the foragers, will go back into the old hive. And full-blown panic mode. So that's what I tried. And I caught all kinds of grief when I posted the Taranov split video up from a lot of experienced beekeepers, you know, that fell in line with, what are you doing? I have no idea what you're trying to accomplish here. This is stupid. You should have just went in and found the queen, absolutely paying no attention to the fact that I pointed out I could not find the queen. But anyway, I took a ton of grief for it. Once I made the split, the Taranov split, the new hive that I created that had all the nurse bees and the queen in it, they quickly graduated to foragers and started providing that hive, and that hive absolutely blew up and did fantastic. The other hive that had all the flyers in it, they went back to nursing the brood that was in there. And all this took about a month. In the meantime, I acquired a mentor, and Brittany came over and we talked about it and formulated a plan. And as I understand it now, I was scared to death that my foragers in the old hive would start laying eggs, and once that happens, it's almost impossible to recover from what I understand. And so I just kept feeding brood into that hive in the hopes that things would work out. Meanwhile, the new hive I had sitting across the yard, probably about 10 feet away from the other hives facing them, and it was coming along fantastic. It developed into probably my strongest hive. And meanwhile, the other one sat there and struggled and struggled. And being a new beekeeper, I panicked, and I wanted to go out and I wanted to requeen. I wanted to immediately combine it with another hive. And something I'm not used to doing that everybody kept telling me to do was wait. Just wait. And I'm not a good waiter. I got to make a move. I got to fix things. If something's broken, it needs to be fixed. You got to get on it now. So the result was everybody kept telling me to wait. And I waited and I waited and I waited. And a week ago, I said enough with the waiting. I'm going to fix this right now. I'm going to merge it or I'm going to get a new queen. And again, the messages came through. It hasn't been enough time yet. At that point, it was like 3 weeks. And I'm like, I cannot wait any longer. Are you kidding? It's been 3 weeks. And the general consensus from you, the YouTube watchers, was sit on it and wait. So much to my chagrin, I did. You know, I was getting tired of checking on that hive, having the angry bees boil out. And it was a very unpleasant hive just to go in and check. Well, we all know what happened this weekend. I went in, and the minute I opened that hive, I knew something was up. The bees had an entirely different demeanor. They were calm. And right then at that point, I knew for a fact that a queen, a virgin queen, had hatched from those cells, gone out, did what she does, and came back mated. I thought that was against all probability from what people were telling me. They were telling me that my chances were extremely low. But it happened, and I don't know if they were getting bad information, if I got lucky again, I don't know. But my mated queen came back. I got 3 hives now instead of 2. And it came out to a happy ending. And I'm absolutely delighted that it turned out the way it did. I've got 3 hives now instead of the desired 2, but that's okay. I figure this winter, just through natural attrition, at least one of the hives won't make it through the winter. If they do, I'll cross that bridge then, and I'll try to merge them back down into 2. But 2 hives is really all I want, 3 maximum. But anyway, I just want to do a victory dance. And those that naysayed the Taranov method, I don't know what to tell you guys. It worked fantastically, and it was a very quick and easy way to do a split without having to find the queen. The only thing about doing it is you have to do it on a day where you're guaranteed sunshine all day long in order to give the bees time to do their bee march into the hive. I feel like I got lucky there because I didn't know what I was doing, as with almost everything that I do. But I did the Taranov split. It worked. I got lucky. They did 3 practice swarms to give me some warning and some preparation. I got lucky again when a mated queen came back. And so I got lucky all the way around. I hate to attribute it to any skill of my own because, like all new beekeepers, I was just flying by the seat of my pants and doing what I could to make this thing work. But anyway, once again, man, thanks for watching. As I've mentioned on here, I've got so many suggestions from YouTube watchers, and I really welcome your comments. I welcome your advice. It paid off for me, and if I hadn't listened to you guys, I'd probably I would have wasted money purchasing a queen when the new queen would have probably come back and killed her. I would have moved too quickly. Thank you. Toby told me about the Taranov split. Thank you, Toby. I get suggestions from you guys all the time, and you guys will never know how much I appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. And for the naysayers out there that didn't like the Taranov split, all I can say is try something new. A lot of people had never heard of it, and it worked out fantastic. I don't know if that was luck or just something that the naysayers had never heard of, but it worked out fine. Anyway, thanks. Like and subscribe. Bye.